Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. We're going to jump in the queue and go have a look at Yatsuba versus Janinator. Well, looking briefly at the field, I observed that Yatsuba appears to have more units, so that's exciting. On the other hand, there's a lot of Tarsiers over there. Wow. He has more midline. But also, like, yeah, Yatsuba has Zatron. He's denying Absorb, but it's sort of unclear how amazing that is. When you could be killing... Well... Yeah, I think that Yatsuba just has so much defense. With the Doomed Mech and Zatron working together. I don't know. He's just really not attacking all that much. Most of this is Pixies. Janinator might be in good shape here. 7, 10, 13, 14. I mean, we're only killing Wall NG this turn. Holding Doom Drone seems highly dangerous. But not holding them is also highly dangerous. Yeah, maybe that's why Yatsuba's winning. I wonder if he should have not clicked one of the Tantalums, anticipating that he wouldn't be able to turn it into damage, or if it was useful to be threatening that extra damage. I'm not sure. Oh, jeez. I think Yatsuba's in good shape here. Zatron's just such an overwhelming unit. I don't know who resigned. Not Yatsuba. Good to know. Yeah, 10 Tarsiers, but Zatron and Thermites. No games live. No, what? Nope, Janinator hopped in a game, so I guess we're getting Yatsuba in a moment. Yeah, we're cute. There's a lot of people online right now, so I don't know why there's only one game live. Hellhounds and arms races? I don't know. Yeah, here's Yatsuba. Base plus 8, 60 seconds. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose. I'm so bad at all of these units. What do you do? I think you want a pretty sizable economy, so like not Doomed, Wild Drones, Doomed Wilds, there you go. Wild Drones seem good to get you into like 3rd NG territory, like this indeed. I don't know, like, is there something you can do to punish aggression like that? Not aggression, greed. Like, you could try to get the Emperilla faster. Because if you can stick an Emperilla, you're in very good shape. Obviously, like, Arca is a big threat. Orite Core and Militia are also kind of good support for Emperilla because you want like a little bit of blue and gold is worth way more to you than damage is. So having like this as a blue sink, and then I don't know about Militia. Maybe it's just the wrong idea. It's useful as a blue sink, but you don't need attack. You need like defense. So yeah, and there's blood packs. Everything here just screams Emperilla, except like Redeemer and Arca are kind of against it. But I think DD into 1-1A is kind of okay. And then can't you like TT11 or something after that, I think? Yeah, I think so. I don't know, seems good. Nope, not even close. Can't... I must be misunderstanding. I guess because I bought... It's like having bought one extra drone this turn, which is normally illegal. It doesn't mean you'll have more income, you'll have less. Because drones put you in a deficit for a little while, sure. TT, and then I'll have 11. 12. Then you can TT11. Okay, I mean, this seems better than anything else I see. Is opponent going to try to redeem me? I have blood pacts. No. He also wants the Emperilla. I could do this. Not sure, actually. It's basically like choosing between one attack or $2, right? And I think to get up to the Amperilla, like obviously once Amperilla's on the table, I'd rather have the Tarsier. But I think getting the extra income is going to help a lot with actually getting there. Yeah, let's try this. I guess there is the problem that like I can't kill a wild drone with one Tarsier. Ooh, that kind of stinks. So TT11 feels pretty natural at this stage. Right? Exactly when do I start getting a Blast Forge? Soon? Opponent doesn't really want to build a Rhino into my one attack either. They're just gonna like lose an NG. That seems okay. Whereas for me, building a Rhino is fine. Except I can't conveniently build a Forge if I do that. Not while also getting a Tarsier. Maybe I should be on the lookout for like a second Amperilla already. Or a second Animus already. AR... Ugh. 3 Tarsier Emperilla is not that amazing. But ARD is an option. Maybe I have to go for that, actually. If I wait much longer, it just won't be that good. And I have blood packs to sustain it. Oh, I don't really... I don't want a Rhino, but like it's kind of cool. I also don't want to let him just kill these 2 engineers. He's reasonably happy killing a wild, but not thrilled either, right? So like, what if I did this? He kills this, like, oh well. And if he doesn't kill it, I'm not defended, so that's not necessarily so great. Alright, if he just kills the NG, I can't get a Blood Pact along with this. I could float, or even buy NG? No, I want the Amparilla and a Blood Pact, I think. He can stop me from that by killing the wild, but then I'm like not. Ugh, I don't absorb. Ugh. I feel like I can't quite get this Animus. But if I don't, I'm gonna get stomped by him building like Orides and then getting his own second Animus along with like a Tarsier and a Rhino or something. I think I'm gonna try getting a second Animus. And I'm gonna float the 2. For a Blood Pact. Given that he's only building Tarsiers, it turns out I could have afforded to build NG instead of Blood Pact. But he could have responded to that by building a little bit more attack, and then I would have had an NG but needed a Blood Pact. So I think this was a better try. I still don't feel good about my spot. This single Tarsier was very awkward. But my plan is to stick an Amparilla so that, like, even though it's not very good when I first buy it, I can then add more Tarsiers and those will each be insane. On the other hand, it kind of looks like opponent's going to get to buy like a 5 or 6 Tarsier Amparilla. So that's kind of a problem too. How much is 1 health worth to me? Like, isn't this actually kind of alright? To take away a little bit more of his income? One health is worth so much, though. But is it worth 1 gold per turn? I don't know about that. I can, like, Pact, Rhino, Tarsier, Tarsier. Maybe I need a second Pact. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck now. 5, 6, 7 damage. Yeah, I need 2 Pacts and a Rhino and a Tarsier. Well, I don't have to click this Rhino now. I can just use him as my absorber, which means I can add 2 Tarsiers and 2 Pacts, I think. Something like this. Oh my god, I forgot Arca's in the set already. This is so bad. Alright, so I guess, like, the way to win, if there is one, is to just, like, add a lot of damage so that he can't get there in time. Maybe I should have cut this Engie for, like, a second Amparilla and a Blood Pact or something if he Arcas. Like, obviously it would have helped if I had been thinking about Arca. I don't think I can get a second Ampo. I really need a forge, but I'm never gonna have time to buy one. This is highly greedy. I don't know if I can afford this. But, like, isn't that an interesting play? Just spam Blood Pacts from now on? I guess I'll try it. I don't know. He's not actually doing as much damage as it looked like, right? Because he's not actually clicking the Arca, so 4 of the damage was only temporary. Obviously these militias are some real pressure. I need to get walls very soon, though. I'm almost out of Blood Pacts, actually. Yes, that's the correct defense. Well, looks like I won't be getting any walls. There you go. This is the last turn I live. Look at this Rhino. What a trooper. So I kind of have to do this much, right? I'm very tempted to buy double forge here. I don't think it can possibly be correct. But suppose that it were. Right? Like, how much is opponent attacking for? I don't know, I need 1, I think. And I guess clicking this Rhino to kill an Engie is just silly. I might as well save it for later, right? Like, I can actually Gambit a Rhino here. Opponent just won't take it. And so now what if I do this? Like, could I live after buying an Arca? Because if I could, opponent is barely attacking for, like, I don't know. The amount of actual attack they've been doing is like 10, right? Next turn they're doing 5, 9, 13, 15. It's kind of a lot, actually. I don't think I could live with the Arca. No, but I'd have 4 left here. 6. Rhino? I can't afford that. Let's just try this. And I think I should have cashed in that Rhino and gambited this one. I just ran out of time to figure it out. Because it was doing damage, and I want to be able to soak with it starting this turn, right? So it's like holding it did me no good at all, and definitely hurt me. Yeah. And now, like, it's a nightmare. I don't know. Having 2 more health would not really help very much. I'm just sort of dead anyway. I could even offer a gambit for 1, honestly. If they swing with everything to kill 1 Tarsier, I'm pretty happy, I think. Maybe that means this could have been a Rhino? Yeah, no, no. That would have been a gambit for 2. I think that's probably too much. Seems fine. This is a bit of a problem. Well, maybe it's not. Right? I mean... They're running out of botches and still can't really... I don't know. Maybe Gambit for 1 is too much now that they're only losing 2 botches for that value. Is the breach-proofness of Militia actually going to help decide this game? That would be a heck of a thing, wouldn't it? So we lose Wall, 2 Rhinos, NG here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hold back that Militia. Amperilla players love receiving free defense, both from the Militia hold and the Grimbotch purchase. Oh, of course we're not clicking that, you fool. Actually, I don't want to offer a Gambit for 1 anymore. Well, do I? Let's see. If I attack for 14 and he's clicked the Arca, I breach for Arca and, like, he builds a wall, let's say, right? plus the wall plus like these 2 drones and an NG. 6 defense, 13, no, 11. I don't think I want to offer Gambit for 1. I think he might be correct to take it. Gambit for 0 is fine with me. You lose your Arca, you lose some Tarsiers. Whew. Sweating bullets on that one. I thought for sure a while in there that I was going to lose. A couple times I was quite certain I was going to lose, in fact. It just goes to show that, as they say, Prismata is a game of morale. If you just never resign, eventually your opponent resigns and then you win. I don't know. A lot of like questionable decisions that sort of had interesting ramifications. Like here. Was it really, really correct to click that Rhino? It just seems like hard to believe. And floating 2 here for the Blood Pact. I don't know. I think it was right. The sort of bigger question, I think, was actually getting the second Animus. You know, players prefer to get a 4 Tarsier Ampo. Of course, I would prefer to get a 10 Tarsier Ampo, right? But at some point you have to buckle down and buy one. And so the rules of thumb that I heard, and have not really like analyzed myself to discover whether they are true or not, but the rules of thumb that I have heard are like a 3 Tarsier Ampo is an okay unit. It's fine. It's not great, but it's okay. It's playable. It's like worse than Shadowfang, almost for sure. So unless you like have a plan to add more Tarsiers to it, it's not really all that great. But if you can add more Tarsiers, sometimes it might be convenient to get the 3 Tarsier Ampo. Often, you would prefer to get the more Tarsiers first, and then Ampo. But getting the Ampo first has... It applies a lot more pressure to your opponent, right? Instead of attacking, like, here, this turn, right? If instead of attacking for 6, I was like, I know, I'll add 3 more Tarsiers. And then later get an Amparilla. Or maybe I'll cut this Animus and get more Tarsiers first. And then I'll get a second Animus, and then I'll get an Amparilla. That gives your opponent enough time. Like a substantial amount of extra time. Where you're not attacking for as much. And I just worried that if I let him, like he was set up for quite a big Amparilla, right? He's already got 5 Tarsiers. If I ever give him a chance to buy a second Animus and then an Amparilla, I'm gonna lose. So I thought, let's put on the Amparilla immediately and then add more Tarsiers to it. I think that was perfectly sound. Anyway, so rules of thumb. 3 Tarsier Amparilla, fine. Not good, not bad, just like alright. If you have the 2 Animuses already, sure, buy it. Well, if you have the 2 Animuses already, it's quite good, I think, actually. It's like buying 3 fast Tarsiers and you only pay $1 for the privilege. That's great. So I guess this is more about whether it's right to get a second Animus for that privilege. It's a decent unit. A 4 Tarsier Amparilla is like best unit in the game, very strong. If you can like actually buy it and defend it, it's just so efficient. 5 or more is like insane. So those are the rules of thumb that I learned about Amparilla, and like I said, I haven't really gone back to question like whether they're true or not or how to apply them. So that's why I felt like it was okay to get this 3 Tarsier Amparilla, because I planned to improve it. And I don't know, I thought like the blue stuff in this set is really good for Amparilla. Why didn't I get that stuff? I don't know, like I just didn't have a clearly planned out build. And it just sort of felt like there was a window here. Opponent slowed down, just built one Tarsier, bought blue, and right? Like, I don't know. Doesn't this like say, hey, please hit me? I think it does. So I didn't get any of them. It feels kind of silly. Since like Oride Core is nuts for an Amparilla player. Militia, I'm not sure. Blood Pact also nuts for an Amparilla player, and that's why I bought them all. Anyway, I think this attack was pretty silly. I don't know. It killed a Wild Drone. I don't know. Really what I should do is think about his turn and see if he really wants that dollar. I really wanted that health, of course. And so the click was pretty dangerous. It's nice that he got an Arca denying 0 absorb, though. I appreciate that. He thought about clicking Militia at some stage in here, didn't he? Yeah, about holding more stuff. I don't know. Blood Pack's just nuts. The ultimate greed play. Oh, man. Just like it was what I had the money for, so I did it. And then I bought 4 Blood Packs. Really? Did I? That's unbelievable. Blood Pact is a very strong unit. Oh yeah, I should have gone back and clicked that Rhino. That would have been just a free damage that I missed. I was just so caught up in the decision about whether to build a forge, whether to build 2 forges. I think that gambiting for 1 is obviously good here. Sorry, gambiting for exact, which is what clicking this Rhino would have done, is obviously good. Gambiting for 1 is even fine in most situations here, I think. Because it costs opponents so much to take it. And this Rhino sitting here could have been a Rhino with 0 stamina instead, and I could have just happily sacked him. I don't know. I was treating him like a Rhino with 0 stamina anyway, but opponent just had 1 more engineer. So I don't know. I guess it threatened in a way. But then they actually killed him, and so I lost that damage. I basically gave opponent a free engineer in an endgame where it looked like that might matter. I switched to blue when I finally had to. I don't know. So say he takes this, right? It's hard to see how he wins, right? I get the Arca, I get all the Tarsiers, and I still have enough econ to build walls and rhinos to defend against a couple militias. Right, let's just double check that is pretty easy. Say he goes for this. I breach for the Arca and 3 Tarsiers. Is that enough? Probably. Well, I guess when I get in next turn, this is going to end the game, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Just double checking. Sometimes Yasp is sort of an early resigner, and I did think I had one here, but wanted to double check. Four Grim Botches. Amazing. I don't know, it's a cool story to say, hey, I gambited 1 Tarsier while holding an Amparilla, and it was a good play. I don't know, it doesn't happen very often, does it? That it costs your opponent so much to accept your gambit that it's alright to lose a Tarsier in exchange. Cool. Well, I'm glad to have gotten that game. That was a fun one. And always an opponent to be pleased about beating. He's a strong player for sure. Is he like top 10 right now? Top 5? Let's go see. How do you do that? He's in 10th, so yeah. Strong player for sure. All of these, like, I don't know. I know the other day I was in the top 20. Now I'm like 36th, but or maybe I was only top 30 when I hit 2,000. Unclear. But like most of these players who are up here in the top, like, I guess top 20 is about where I say these players are way better than I am. The players in the top 30, I feel like are mostly better than I am. Actually, some of these guys, like, they must have vacation penalty because, like, I know Ryan's better than 34th place, right? And shouldn't this one be off the leaderboard as a Smurf of Wonderboat? Pretty sure. Anyway, nice to beat Yotsuba again. Wow, Kalento is in 9th. I haven't seen him playing for a while. I thought he was on a break or something. Huh. Well, cool. Glad to see he's still around. Or maybe has so much vacation penalty that he's just, like, still in 9th? I don't think... So much rating that even with this vacation penalty he's in 9th? I don't think that's true, but it's possible. No, it's not. You would have, like, 3... Like, the maximum vacation penalty is like 15 times 15, which is like 200 something. There's no way he was higher than Sven. Okay, anyway, enough navel gazing. Let's get out of here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.